What is up, weather enthusiasts? I'm your host, Pat's Path Predictor. Let's get right into the weather. Alright, so this is the situation we have right here, and look at this, guys. We now have a moderate risk of severe weather issued for Oklahoma City, parts of Oklahoma, a small bit of Texas right here, Oklahoma City, Fort Sill, Tulsa is in that epicenter right there, Woodward in Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Springfield, Missouri in that enhanced risk right there. The slight risk just outside of St. Louis down past Wichita Falls in Texas. Marginal risk from Springfield, Illinois to Dallas, Texas, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and dive right into this right here. We're going to go ahead and show you the risks we have right here. The tornado risk right here, they upped this up to a 10% hatched for a small area around Oklahoma and Texas, including Fort Sill right here. But what really jumped up and what really caught everyone off guard, in my opinion, is the wind risk. This is a 45% hatched risk area for wind, ladies and gentlemen. And the SPC specifically states that we could see wind gusts of over 75 miles per hour with this. And this 45% hatched right here is why the moderate risk is being issued. So this is going to be by far the biggest threat, although tornadoes is going to be the second biggest threat, as we could see a couple of EF2 tornadoes, as the NWS specifically states. Now we're going to go ahead and show you the hail risk, and while it is the smallest risk out of all three of these, we cannot negate this. We're still looking at a 15% hail risk from basically Kansas, from Wichita, Kansas down to Wichita Falls, Texas. So we'll keep an eye out for you with that. We're going to go ahead and show you why they really upped this up, because this is what we have right here. This is the College of DuPage forecast models. This is the HER. First of all, if you take a look at this from yesterday we had somewhere between 500 and 1,000 joules per kilogram. Now we're seeing areas cracking 1,600 joules per kilogram by 6 o'clock tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And this was by far exceeding expectations over here. So everyone needs to be taking this very seriously. We can pull up a sounding for this part. This is around central Oklahoma right here. We're going to go ahead and pull up the NAMS forecast of this right here. And this is one of their soundings that will be provided by the College of DuPage. It'll take a second to pull up right there. There it is right there. Let's go ahead and show you what's going on with this. This is the wind shear at 1 kilometer, which is 44 knots. The wind shear at 3 kilometers is 67 knots. Just for those of you who are wondering, Patrick, what the hell are you talking about? Surface to 1 kilometer shear is arguably the most important for tornado development. Surface to 3 kilometers is the second most important. And these totals we cannot joke around with. Look at this, 44 knots and 67 knots. 0 to 6 kilometer, 91 knots. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely crazy right there. And that's more than enough for supercell development right here, because I always knew the Cape wasn't going to carry this whole thing. The shear absolutely was going to be the main factor. But because the Cape's been ramping up in the last day or so, according to the models, that's why they upped it up to a moderate risk. And this is what we have right here. The surface to 8 kilometers, 96 knots. So this is not messing around, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in western Oklahoma, if you're in parts of Texas and you're watching this, even in parts of Kansas, Missouri, and all those areas that is still going to see potentially some severe weather, you got to take this very seriously. Where this is going to be hitting, especially in Oklahoma, thankfully, a lot of people there, from what I understand, have storm shelters. But if you don't, you need to find a plan to do that in case some wind or a massive tornado happens or something like that, because anything can really happen at this point. So we're going to go ahead and pull back the HER up. We're actually going to pull up the 14Z, which is what we've been using. This is what we're looking at right here. This is the storm system moving through right here. We're going to go ahead and show you the precip right here, the simulated reflectivity. And this is where it starts. It starts developing in parts of Kansas, Oklahoma right here, and then it moves through. It peaks west of Oklahoma City into more of a squall line-like area, but it's still going to be pretty strong as it hits the DFW area, Springfield, Missouri, those areas. So they could definitely see quite a bit as potentially a little bit of hail, but the main threat's going to be a wind threat. So we'll keep an eye on it here on the Pat's Path Predictor channel, and we'll continue to keep you updates. One more thing I want to say before we go is that later this afternoon I will be having an interview with one of my friends who I would like to consider is more of a severe weather expert than I am. So stay tuned for that. It should be coming out around 2:30, 3 o'clock or so, well before these thunderstorms come. So stay tuned for that. I'll also keep you updated through YouTube Shorts. So we'll keep you updated with those areas right there. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It helps me out, helps me make more videos like these. The goal of this channel is to get more people engaged with weather. But with that being said, have a wonderful day, guys. Stay safe.